And we're back here with the Queen herself, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte, it's lovely to see you here in the United Kingdom.
I'm happy to be here.
We're here at the launch of the UK Performance Centre, and you're kind of like the poster child for WWE having a homegrown person who hadn't wrestled before, hadn't been anywhere else. You legit hadn't. That was your first thing. So obviously we're seeing you now on the main roster having these killer matches with Ronda Rousey and all these different people. Can you just maybe talk about a couple of things that being in the US Performance Centre helped get you to where you are now?
Yeah, I could have talked about that for like 5 minutes earlier, but I didn't want to go on and on because I knew Finn was waiting to speak after me. But I know there's this idea, because I was a legacy talent, that everyone thinks I already knew everything and had all this experience. But prior to showing up at the Performance Center, I really knew nothing about wrestling. Like, I didn't even have favorites or really watched it that much. I solely wrestled for the fact of my little brother. So what you see right now is everything that the Performance Center had to offer. And a talent that does come in with prior experience, they were already like a mile ahead of me, because I still had to learn how to hit the ropes. How do you even fall in an unnatural way? How do you find a character? What is my character? When I first started, I was told I couldn't woo, I couldn't do anything like my dad, I couldn't do the figure four, I couldn't chop. But what the Performance Center does allow talent who has no prior experience is find their niche. The coaches work with you, the promo class works with you. I know for me, the gym was always like a safe place, just because I had played sports my whole life. So even talking to my strength coach at the time, saying like, well, what's true to you? You know, what do you like? How do you feel? Like, every person in that Performance Center that works there is there to help you. Even the training, what do you call it? The trainers,
Strength and conditioning?
No, not strength and conditioning. Like your sports trainers.
Okay.
That stretch, like they're even talking to you about your character development and what'd you do today. So the facility does offer every resource to become a superstar.
And I do need to ask a question about you currently in WWE. There's so much buzz about the women's wrestling, women's division, and there's loads of rumors out there, and there was loads of rumors that maybe Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch might main event WrestleMania this year. But I've got to say, whether that's true or not, what's really interesting is that it feels like in the last 2 months you have just got a new gear that we never saw before. Like, you were great before, but there's this new stuff, almost like an energy to you of kind of like, I'm going to work for my spot. I'm going to work for what I'm going to get here. And it feels like a lot of people that we talk to and stuff are saying Charlotte Flair is the one right now that everybody's talking about. Asuka, Becky, and you. Your performance in that match, people love it. So for you as a performer, do you just how did you reach that new gear? What was it that maybe prompted you to maybe just, whack the kendo stick out and just start laying Ronda Rousey out? It's a loaded question, so I apologize.
No, because I'd agree with you. I do have a new gear. Further along, I'm gonna get emotional. I think because I found, for so long, I felt like I couldn't brag or be proud of my accomplishments. That so many people were like, well, why is Charlotte Flair this many times champion? Why is she always in the title picture? Why is she main evented Raw and SmackDown? And like, when people kept saying that, it made me feel bad. Like, I actually felt bad for everything that I had accomplished. And certain individuals made me feel bad, instead of saying like, why can't you just be proud of me, knowing that whoever talent I face is on the journey with me. And I think once December rolled around, I had just had enough of where I can't apologize for being good. I am that good. And I'm going to continue to prove people that I am the baddest woman on the planet, and nothing's going to stop me, and it is my destiny to main event WrestleMania.
Survivor Series, you had that match with Ronda, and everybody was talking about it. So for you, this year, main event WrestleMania, is that the goal?
That is my goal.
And would you rather it was just Ronda, just Becky, both?
I don't care what woman standing in front of me. It's just my goal, because I am the main event.
Great, Charlotte, thank you very much.
Thank you.